In April of 2016, I took a trip to Nepal with my hiking buddy from Michigan, Rick Roper. We came here to do the Annapurna Sanctuary Trek, a 10-day walk into the Himalaya. This is Rick with our guide Krishna. And here's a photo of Krishna with me. And this is our porter, Assis. To get here, Rick and I each took flights to Toronto. Then we took a 13-hour flight to Abu Dhabi, then a 5-hour flight from Abu Dhabi to Kathmandu. The taxi ride from the airport to the hotel really gives an indication of how many people live here. It's always busy out on the streets, but behind that big iron gate is the peaceful Kathmandu guest house. But we were ready to bust out of town and get trekking. It was quick to find a taxi at the airport, but it was a long, long ride into the night. The important thing, though, was we were making progress. We were on our way. Some of these hiking days were pretty challenging. There were long hours of steep uphill climbs as well as steep downhills. But as Rick knows, we're tough guys. Regardless, we looked forward to the comforts of the lodge at the end of a sweaty day's hike.
I know you are a kid. भट्टी बसाना चट्ट मासु मिलाई खाने टेस्टले छोटो
He doesn't need to. No, Rick, you.
I अलग yeah.
अहिले उज्यालो होला भन्यो है 3 बजेको म उज्यालो पनि
In the morning, it was time to climb the last couple thousand feet up to Annapurna Base Camp. The higher we walked, the more jaw-dropping the scenery became as the Annapurna Range opened up in front of us. So here we are, top of the trail, 13,600 feet. We did it. What do you have to say for yourself? Nothing.
I was going to keep going, only if there was a 1% chance we could make it, Mark.
We had heard that there were memorials erected nearby to climbers who had lost their lives climbing these peaks around us. So we decided to take a look around, take a walk. Now it was time to leave Annapurna Base Camp and head back down the valley. It was fairly chilly up there, so we were eager to get back to some lower altitudes and warmer weather.
Three bars on the cell. Let's see how stocks are doing.
Meals become pretty important on the trek. I was hungry for every meal. The menu is pretty much the same at every lodge. After a while you find your favorites. You can't go wrong with rice and noodle dishes. And the potatoes are great. They really know what they're doing with potatoes in Nepal. Love them. Pizza, not so much. Trekking lodge pizza I didn't find to be too great. But there it is at the top of the list. Chicken chili, my favorite.
We can't see before Annapurna 2. We'll see it tomorrow in Ghanpu. You can see Annapurna 2 and Mount Lomzo Himal. A lot of new mountain views.
Okay.
On our way.
Great.
Very good for you.
It is.
Because it's small.
I like it.
And there it is, chicken chili. You know, I want to go back to Nepal just so I can have some more of that good chicken chili. In about an hour and a half, we were back in Pokhara, into the relative luxury of a nice hotel. Our guide, Krishna, lived just a few blocks from our hotel in Pokhara, and he invited us to his home for a meal. Krishna's kind wife made us buffalo and pork, great roasted potatoes, and we drank a bottle of their homemade rakshi, which, I might add, gave us a righteous buzz. It was time to leave Pokhara and head back to Kathmandu, this time a quick 30-minute flight, and back to the Kathmandu guest house. And back to my favorite restaurant, just a minute down the street from the Kathmandu guest house, the Roadhouse Cafe, and this absolutely excellent pizza. This is our last night in Kathmandu. Tomorrow, it'll be time to pack our gear and head for the airport and those long flights back home.